What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? It's been a while. It's been a while since I picked up the camera, and I started vlogging again. I know there's been a lot of stuff that has been happening. It's been a crazy time since I have been off the camera. Let me just say that, okay? But it's a beautiful day here, with all the shit going on and whatever. My sister's water broke actually today, so I'm down here at the farm waiting for all that to happen and whatnot. But anyways, I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update on the channel, what my plans are for the future of this channel, stuff like that. And yeah, so I just wanted to introduce you to basically a new sector of this channel, and I think it's going to be really cool, and you guys might really enjoy it. And I'm excited. I'm very excited. So I basically have been riding my brother's DRZ 400, and which is a street local dirt bike. It's actually over there. I'll show you. I'll show it to you guys in a little bit there. But I have actually been looking for a bike for myself. However, I just wanted to make sure everything was right. The price is right. Of course, that's kind of bike to class for our CC and stuff like that goes. You know, I didn't want to get a 1000cc bike that was going to kill me. But I also didn't want to get a sport bike necessarily where, whatever. I was looking into the Naked, which it is a sport bike, but you sit more upright than you do leaning over. Just leaning over, I found myself just very uncomfortable at that time, and I'm just like, I don't want to hop on something like this quite yet, but a Naked would be good. So I was looking at the FZ07s there for a while, and the thing is that those bikes are so popular that really the used market is very, I mean, it's kind of slim, but realistically those bikes really keep their value, and you don't see new ones or anything on sale. So I was looking around, and well, let me show you my new bike. All right, guys, so this is a 2019 GSX-S750. I actually didn't really know much about this bike. When I was looking to get it, I basically knew nothing about it. I knew that it had existed, and I kind of just fell in love with it. The white and blue definitely had me guessing like, oh, is this a good color? You know, is this something I'm gonna like? And I'm gonna share it with you. This color is absolutely beautiful. I love it. You know, at first I was looking for a black bike. I was like, I want in a black FZ07. It's what I want, or MTS7. I didn't care to get a new or whatever. I just wanted to get a good price. So normally out the door, this bike costs $10,000 with taxes and everything like that. Brand new, 10 grand out the door. I got this bike like for $7,000 out the door with taxes and everything. So they had this thing marked down to like 6 grand. And the reason being is because the 2020s just came out, and they're trying to get rid of these bikes. They've had these bikes for a minute now. So, but this one in particular, this thing came out of the crate from Japan, I'm guessing, or whatever. It was made, I believe it was Japan. I mean, it's a Suzuki, so. But it was straight from the crate. It was brand new. No one had ever sat on it, nothing. Because we had done paperwork at the dealership for the bike that was in the showroom, but the VIN number was not correct. The VIN number was for this bike right here, and so we had to redo the paperwork because, yeah. So they had to get that bike ready, which it delayed a couple of things. But I've had this bike now for a week and a couple of days, and I've done a couple of things to the bike, so I wanted to show that to you guys real quick. And I'm not done with it, but I'll show you. All right, guys, so the first mod I have here are the OES frame sliders. These are going to be on both of the sides of the bike. I also have the handlebar sliders there, which these actually came factory, but I had to add these on. These were like, I believe they're like $84 or something like that off of Amazon. And they work well, you know. If at one time, you know, I dropped the bike on accident or whatever it is, which I most likely will eventually, you know, these two things will be there to help me out a little bit instead of, you know, completely messing up my frame and, you know, the engine and stuff like that. So, yeah, that was really the first thing that I did. The second thing I did was I got a tank pad. This, first of all, looks really good with the bike. You know, these are factory, both of those, and that is, I think it just looks really well with those two stripes, or like whatever you want to call that, the little decals that came from the factory. And also, you know, this is the police thing. I can't remember exactly what the blue line, whatever. So that was that. I also got the quad lock here for my phone, and then it comes with a case that just locks into there, so phone holder for GPS, whatever. And then so, the next mod is actually the mod that I just have installed today, and that is brand new exhaust for this puppy. Now I'm going to play a clip of this bike stock with the stock exhaust. It does sound pretty good for the bike. For stock exhaust, it sounds pretty damn good. However, I knew that it could sound better, so I went ahead and I installed a GR Motor full carbon exhaust. Now this guy, this is a company that isn't very well known, actually. They're located in the UK, and I think they make a beautiful looking exhaust. It sounds absolutely incredible, and yeah, overall it's just an amazing exhaust, and it's half the price of some other you know, exhaust manufacturers. And I was looking at getting, you know, a Yoshimura or a Krakovich or whatever it is, an M4 SC Project. I was looking at those exhausts, and I was just like, there has to be something that, like, what makes this exhaust so particularly good? You know, and the truth of the matter is that, well, it's just the name brand. It's kind of like, you know, you buy a New Balance or you buy a Nike, but realistically you're getting kind of the same shoe in a way. It just looks a little better, or, you know what I mean? So, and it's also about that name brand. Where this is, I mean, as you can see, it's a beautiful exhaust. This is full carbon. You know, this is actually a sticker that was sent on with them that you put on the exhaust yourself. But I mean, I think it looks absolutely amazing with this bike. So yeah, that's the exhaust, and I'll start it up for you guys. All right, so start this guy up. So we just hit 500 miles today, which is amazing. We've broken the bike, which is awesome. This bike is kind of cool. There's a couple of different traction control modes. There's, you know, off, 1, 2, and 3. 3 being for, you know, wet. 1 being it's, you know, leakish, whatever. Not really a whole lot of traction control there. And then off is just, I mean, it's your go. That's where you burn out to wheelie and stuff like that. And you control that all here on the control panel. So anyways, let's start this bad boy up, and I'll show you what it sounds like. Now the bike is a little bit warm. This is not a cold start whatsoever. I actually just rode it not so long ago, but sounds good. It sounds really good. So yeah, that is the exhaust. I actually had the baffle taken out. So it does come with a baffle that's like a silencer for it, but I took it out because I think that it sounds so much better without it. You just get more, you get the crackle effect when you downshift, stuff like that, and it just, I think overall, the baffle, it doesn't ruin the sound at all. It does sound pretty good. I think that, you know, for long road trips, you might want to throw it on there, you know, because whatever, but honestly, I love the sound. It's not too loud, but it's not too quiet in, you know, a sense. But it's not like, it does scream. It is loud, but the sound is very just, it's just a good sound. I don't know the exact word to say to explain it, but it's just a good sound. It's not a screaming, loud, straight pipe exhaust type deal. It has a good contrast to it. There's depth in it, and the crackles are amazing on this exhaust. So that's my hair's probably weird right now because the wind's like, ah! But anyways, so yeah, that's the exhaust, guys. That is not came in yet, but it will, is the Fender Eliminator kit. Basically what this will do is it'll take this glob. I mean, it's absolutely hideous. It's actually not the worst thing in the world, I'll be honest with you. The DRZs is worse. But basically this will chop this guy right here. It'll have these, which I'm actually getting new turning signals, and for the front and back, they're a little sleeker, and kind of, they have a dark smoke instead of this, you know, orange, whatever. And then this will just go right up here, and it'll look a lot more sleeker and better, and it won't stick out like a fucking sore thumb. It's really quite hideous. And another thing is I have a windshield coming in. This will make it, it's dark smoke, so it'll actually, it goes up to probably about here or so, I want to say. It's not really going to deflect wind a whole lot. It does a little bit. It takes some of the wind off of your shoulders and head, just slight. But realistically, it's all for looks. It looks incredible. It makes the bike look just that much more aggressive, and that's why I got that. But that won't be here for a while because of all the stuff that's going on. It's actually coming from China, so it won't be here till probably June, which is okay. I'm not really concerned with that. My biggest things were the exhaust, the tank pad, and the frame sliders, and that's what I got first. And it's awesome. I'm very excited. So yeah, so guys, hopefully you guys really like this bike. Like I said, it was brand new, straight from the crate. I just hit 500 miles on it today, and I think it's an absolutely beautiful bike. Now this bike is in a way, it's in a different class than the FZ-07. It actually compares more to the FZ-09. However, you know, it is what it is. This is a 4-cylinder. The FZ-07 is a V-twin 2-cylinder, so it does have the nice grumble to it. The FZ-07 sounds incredible. I rode one, used one, and I loved it. I loved it so much. And once I hopped on this bike, I fell in love. It's different. It's different. But this bike is faster in all aspects, pretty much, except for low end. There's not a whole lot of low end torque, but it is faster. But I'm careful with it. I really am. And you guys will see that. You know, I do understand that this bike is extremely powerful and it's extremely fast. And you know, I have fun with it. Don't get me wrong, I do. But I am still not just going batshit crazy all the fucking time. I'm not going 100 everywhere I go. You know, I might go 5 or 10 over the speed limit because that's just a flow of traffic. So anyways, that's the bike, guys. So what does this mean for the channel? What am I trying to get to? What I'm trying to get to is I'm going to start motovlogging. I've wanted to start motovlogging ever since I realistically got my very first dirt bike. And I was old enough to understand how to use a camera. I've always wanted to, even off-road, you know, going off-road, I always wanted to do that stuff. But I just never really came around to it. And I kind of feel like an idiot because I feel like that I could have done it way sooner and it would have been awesome. But, you know, it's going to happen and I'm very excited. I have to get the GoPro and stuff like that. Still, and I had the GoPro once before, but it was lost, and that's okay. It's not a huge deal. That was a few years back, when I played airsoft and stuff like that. But it's not a huge deal. It was lost. It's gone now. But I'm getting another one. I'm gonna get a helmet mount kit for it, of course. I'm gonna get a microphone and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, it's gonna be very exciting. I'm very excited to start really motovlogging, getting into it. And if you're in the Northern Kentucky area, Cincinnati area, and you want to ride, let's ride. I can ride with my brother, well, it's not right now, but I do ride with him every once in a while. But I ride with my brother, I ride with my buddy at work, Fernando, and that's it. I haven't ridden with anyone else because I'm in some Facebook groups and stuff like that, and I just got into them. But they haven't done any like rides or stuff like that. But yeah, I'm kind of a dude that likes to not have 100 riders with me, but I like to have, you know, 10, 15 is okay. And I don't know, but if you guys are in the area and you guys want to ride, please put something in the comments below or whatever, you know. Hit me up on Instagram, whatever it is, Twitter, and let's go together and, you know, let's hook up. We'll go Rabbit Hash is a fun ride, you know, through Cincinnati, back roads, whatever, express, whatever you're into. I don't care. I'm down for all of it. So, but I'm very excited to start motovlogging, guys. it's gonna be really cool, really cool. Super excited. So this is I wanted to show you guys my brother's bike, which it has actually changed quite a bit from since I've ridden it. But yeah, this is my brother's bike. This is a 2015 DRZ 400S, and I'll post a picture. I'll put a picture up there for you guys, so you guys can see what it looked like before. But it is quite literally transformed into a completely new bike, and it's not done yet. He has some decals and stuff like that coming in, which is going to even make the bike look even more badass, but also so much different than what it is looking like now. So I'm very excited for that stuff, and we're gonna be, sorry, there's like a lot of shit just laying around because we've been doing so much lately, cleaning the bikes, throwing fenders on, exhaust stuff over there or whatnot. So, but yeah, this is these are the two bikes, and maybe you guys will see us mobbing around Independence or Florence or whatever it is. So, but yeah, like I said, if you guys ever want to ride or whatever, just hit me up and we'll go fucking rip. Let's do it. All right, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.